Monte Carlo and WealthTrace calculates the probability that you will never run out of money in retirement. The software runs 1,000 simulations where the rates of return for all your investments vary from year to year. For each simulation, WealthTrace drills down into every holding in your plan and uses historical data for each asset class, including average returns, volatility, and correlations with other assets. This level of detail allows WealthTrace to generate one of the most accurate Monte Carlo projections available. The program uses this information to create a distribution of possible investment returns, producing a range of outcomes for each year. After running all 1,000 scenarios, the software calculates how often your portfolio lasts through retirement. The result shown is a percent of simulations in which you never run out of money, with 100% being the best possible outcome. Dynamic Spending Guardrails allow you to model simple, rules-based changes to retirement spending directly inside the Monte Carlo simulation. Rather than assuming spending stays fixed no matter what happens in the markets, guardrails allow spending to adjust based on how your portfolio performs. If the portfolio value rises above an upper investment threshold, the simulation assumes you increase living expenses by a specified percentage. If the portfolio value falls below a lower investment threshold, the simulation assumes you decrease living expenses by a specified percentage. If the portfolio value stays between the two thresholds, spending remains the same. This helps the Monte Carlo results better reflect how many people actually behave in retirement, spending more when markets perform well and tightening spending when markets perform poorly. These adjustments apply only to living expenses in retirement, not to wages or contributions, and only when the guardrails are enabled. You can also select to apply these guardrails to all other what-if scenarios throughout the program. The Quick Scenarios feature allows you to adjust key assumptions in your plan and immediately observe the impact on your Monte Carlo result. You can adjust your retirement age, increase or decrease contributions to various account types, adjust the annual returns before and after retirement, and increase or decrease your annual living expenses along with your other expenses. This feature provides an efficient way to evaluate what-if scenarios and determine how changes to your plan affect the probability of success in retirement. In this graph, you can view the 1,000 trials that have been run. If you hover over the graph, you can see the top quartile, the median, and the bottom quartile numbers in each year. The next graph shows you the probability of funding all goals through time broken out annually. You can hover over these bars to see each person's age in that year and the probability of funding all goals through that year. In the last graph, we can see the average investment values broken down by quartiles along with the median. In these quartile calculations, we take the average of how much money you have left at the end of your life expectancy. You can also view this information in a table format. The bottom quartile is the worst 25% of the simulations run. The second quartile is the next 25%. The median is the median value of all the simulations, and so on. This information is useful in determining how much volatility is in the Monte Carlo simulation results. For example, if the best 25% of the simulations showed an investment value at the end of the plan of, say, $10 million, and the worst 25% showed an investment value at the end of the plan of only $10,000, this is either an extremely volatile portfolio or a portfolio that is not diversified enough, or both.